Yo, what's up, everyone? What's going on? It's your boy Juancho, joined here by the J Money,
Hey, what's up?
staring into your soul, and Geek Takeover from, Geek Takeover.
What's going on, everybody? How's
Yeah,
it going?
yeah. Hopefully, you guys had a good Star Wars day or just a good day in general. And hopefully, you guys, saw the Thunderbolts. We'll get on later, but might as well just get into it. So, Jerry Renner was asked about Hawkeye, season two and whatnot in a podcast, and pretty much he let it slip. He wasn't gonna get paid as much. I actually has a quote here. So he said, "They asked me to do season two, and they offered me half the money. I'm like, well, it's going to take me twice the amount of work for half the amount of money and 8 months of my time, essentially to do it for half the amount." So I have opinions, and I'm a big Jeremy Renner fan, but there was also a little more he kind of shed the light on. But Jay, what do you think of his comments? Do you agree? Is he out of line?
Um, like, like after hearing what he had said, like in the podcast, um, like if it's the same amount of work as it was for Hawkeye season one, then yeah, I would say it's kind of like wrong on their part to like pay him less. But I I feel like it's just gonna focus a lot more on Kate Bishop, and he won't have to do um, as much. Like he won't be in the show too much. And like
Mm-hmm.
if it's that way, then I'm like that's kind of douchey. I would say like just a little bit, because if it like at, at that point it won't be his Hawkeye show. It will be Kate Bishop's. And if they're focusing more on her, then it would make sense why he would get less screen time and stuff like that, and probably work less. But I do understand that he is still recovering from that plow accident,
Yeah.
and like yeah.
Geek thoughts?
I see. I'm weird about it because on the one hand, I completely agree with him. Don't like he's an OG Avenger. He's I believe an Academy nominated actor. He's very well decorated. He should get the money that he's owed. But at the same time, I look at it as it's now Kate Bishop's story. Clint's time is over. I love Dreamer and I love Hawkeye, but it's time for a new character. So he's Hawkeye season two to me is not Clint Barton, it's Kate Bishop. And then also, um, you have to think about it this way as well. Hawkeye was one of the first Disney Plus shows. That was means it was in the era of you're getting greenlit, you're getting greenlit, you're getting greenlit, riding that in-game high. We're not in that in-game high anymore. So let's say he was offered $1 billion, brother. We're not in the $1 billion market anymore. You know,
Yeah.
so it could be a case of you know a realistic ballpark now.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm with you, both, and it's one of those things. So I'm like you said, like I love Jeremy Renner. He's one of the OG Avengers. So at first I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't you pay him as much? But it's also one of those things. I was telling Jay the other night. What's his face? X-Men '97 guy, the
Bo
Mayo.
DeMaio.
It's like whether good or wrong. It's one of those things. I don't want to hear about it. Like any behind the scenes stuff. Granted, he did say like, oh, it's not Marvel or Disney. It's whomever. But I'm like, maybe don't let that bird out of the cage kind of situation. I still love the guy, but like you guys said, if it was gonna focus on Kate Bishop, then you know,
Explains why.
yeah. But one other question before we move to the other topic: what do you think this means, though? Because he did say he does want to come back, obviously, for the Hawkeye. How does this vote for the Hawkeye character moving forward? Like,
For
what do you,
Clint Barton, you mean?
Clint Barton, yeah, specific.
I think things will stay the same. I think he'll be a part of Doomsday and Secret Wars. I think he'll be a part of Hawkeye season 2 whenever that gets made. Um, I think he is going to be that rare case of a character that will just simply get his true happy ending and not. Well, I mean, I guess that's not fair for me to say true happy ending or a rare case because Steve got his happy ending and stuff like that. So I think he's just going to retire eventually. Like he's gonna just be around.
Heck, he can train the new Avengers. They'll even make Hawkeye season 2.
Well, I don't know if you can call him the new Avengers. I don't think you could use the new Avengers. Maybe the young Avengers. I could
Young
see him
Avengers,
being
my
a.
bad. Yeah.
The West Coast.
But what's it called? I mean, even if not a big role, he could still just show up in a cameo. Hawkeye season 2. So, Jay, you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm like, in all honesty, like I feel like after like all the Avengers, like those two movies, and then after season 2, I'm kind of on the same board. He's probably just gonna like retire, like just chill. Clint Barton, like not Jeremy Renner. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just gonna be
I
like
mean,
the way.
he should probably retire too after that accident, but he's still doing Mary Kingstown, which is good for him.
Yeah, but yeah, like I feel like he would he would be like that one character that pops up every so often, maybe. Like, they'll be like, like, I need someone's help on this. It's just him opening the door, hi, closing it, something like that. Like, he would just be like a little help and not in action.
Yeah.
Because also he's going deaf that year in the MCU.
Yeah,
So for the next, this was what the WSJ article pretty much.
I can
Yeah,
I
Geek,
can
you.
cover that. So the Wall Street Journal, of all people, ran an article about the Marvel Studios and then Kevin Feige, and some of the key takeaways that they mentioned was that too many Disney Plus shows made the MCU feel oversaturated. Kevin Feige was stretched too thin, impacting the quality. Marvel admits it started to feel like homework, and that they're scaling back to focus on fewer, stronger stories. Now, with that being said, I think this goes back to what I just said about Hawkeye and everything being greenlit. Kevin Feige getting stretched out, I completely understand and completely agree. It's incredible to believe that he's just one guy and he's done all of this basically by himself is insane. And to put on all of that at once is even crazier to think about. Um, which goes into the too many Disney Plus shows. Literally exactly what I just said. The part where it starts to feel like homework, I hate that. I hate that analogy because I don't feel like it is. But maybe that's just me because I'm a fan. So regardless, I'm going to watch it. So I don't care if it's homework. And scaling back, that literally goes back to what the fans have asked for. The fans have asked for quality over quantity, and that's why stuff like Blade is on the back burner, Nova's on the back burner, and we got more or less rushed to Doomsday and Secret Wars because we're gonna sorry about all the new people, but the fans want this. We want this. Let's just focus on what we have.
Jay?
Yeah, I mean, I believe what they are saying is true, and I mean, like, also, you, like, in Deadpool Wolverine, I always bring this up when people are saying that, oh yeah, Marvel just needs to like rethink what they're doing. They need to like regroup, regather, and stuff like that. And I'm like, I always bring up the thing in Deadpool Wolverine when he said, "Oh yeah, you're kind of joining in at a low part," and he looks at the camera. That just goes to show you they they hear you. They're working on it themselves. Like you you think the writer just put that in there without them even realizing? Like no, that's not gonna happen. And I mean, with him being stretched too thin, yeah, we just went through the pandemic and the writer's strike. Yeah, barely anything was like getting through, or they had to figure out, oh yeah, like can this work as a movie or is it gonna work as a show? Boom, boom, do all this, all that, and then like this also goes back to the Deadpool Wolverine thing, the quality over quantity. We wanted that. Kevin Feige himself said he wanted it. Bob Iger said he wanted that, and that's what they're doing. And then also, I don't think I don't even know if this was in the article, but like the whole creative overhaul that they had like a year and a half ago, right?
Yeah.
The, Thunderbolts was the first project. Well, not Thunderbolts. Daredevil was the first project of that creative overhaul, and then Thunderbolts came out. I'm just saying, it looks like that creative overhaul was like the best thing to
Yeah.
do because now they actually have a formula and a set way of doing things now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wise words, King. Kings. No, I agree with you guys. With the whole quality over quantity. That's. I mean, we've been kind of saying that, but it's no shocker. The rumors we've been hearing with Feige. I mean, God, it's been what not last year, but even the previous years. It would be what 3 movies and 3 shows. If
Yeah,
I'm
that's what they were kind of aiming for.
Yeah, and they kind of will scale it back. I feel. Well, did they say what the like? It'll still be 3 movies, but how many shows they're gonna try to put out now?
I think 3 live action, 3 animated, or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah, they're starting to do the animation.
yeah, but still, and I'm with you, Geek, with the whole homework thing. I don't like. I still think you can watch Daredevil and not do homework. You can watch maybe Thunderbolts. I mean, we'll get more in that in our spoiler talk later. But I guess also that's like you, I'm being a little biased because I've been there kind of since the beginning. Uh, with the whole saturated stuff, I don't even think it's just Feige greenlighting all that stuff on his own. I feel like it's also some of the execs being like, hey, people like Agatha, so you got to do it, and he's like, no, and they're kind of pushing him to that.
I definitely feel like that's the case too.
Yeah, but like you said earlier with Hawkeye, obviously that's not even happening anymore. A little scaling back. Especially with who shows up on what and who's leading what. Which I guess that should lead us to our next topic with Jay.
I'm gonna keep it a whole bean. I forgot what the next topic was.
Oh, it was the characters or the movie characters from
Oh,
the shows.
yeah.
I was the first
Um,
thing to hear crickets.
yeah. I was trying to like remember. I was flipping through all the topics. I was like, wait, which one was the order again? Okay, so yeah, and this kind of goes hand in hand with the too much homework thing. I feel like it is a good choice because it could just focus on the lesser known heroes, and then like I would say a perfect example would be like if the Hawkeye show was just Kate Bishop with Clint being in there like a few parts, and then you know maybe we get a Hawkeye movie and stuff, and so we're not too full of Jeremy Renner, but now we got more of him in here in the movie, and so now we don't have to go back and see how did he get here, like or what's it called, like how Echo. I don't think you really needed to watch uh the episode of when Daredevil was in there. You could just jump right on into Daredevil, even though that's not movie. But I feel like that could work because you're not missing anything with these characters. And like how some people were like, "Oh, it was too much homework for Cap 4. You had to go through Falcon and Winter Soldier." If that was a little different, you know, he pops up in the show, like here and there, but it's not too crazy. And then, boom, it'll just be in the movie. But I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Geek.
Um. So as far as for like, so wait, like the issue is like the superheroes, like the main hero showing up in shows and lesser known characters being in the shows, right? Like I'm making sure that's
Pretty much. Well,
I
yeah.
like. I mean, it's smart because it's true. Like, oh, how do I like? Oh, how's the way to word it? I'll use perfect. I'll use Young Avengers and Champions for an example. The Young Avengers slash Champions. You put that in the movie theater, I don't think people will flock to it, even if you put Avengers in the name, because nobody knows these characters. Put them on a TV, they'll do great.
Or
If
special.
you put, yeah, if you put, I will use Loki for example. You take that show, make it a movie. That movie's going to do fucking amazing. I think lesser known characters are better to start in shows. So that way they can get general audiences to know who they are. You could have parents who just have Disney Plus, throw it on, and boom, you're introduced to a new character.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I guess this also goes back to the homework thing. I mean, sure, like with there was a whole thing with Captain America. I mean, I don't think what's it called? It's a bad move to have like a character. Because I also want to ask you guys: do you see like any others like a Moon Knight getting a movie or Daredevil?
Oh, no.
No,
I could see
or
them
just
just
any
getting
character in
shows.
general, pretty much. Not those specifically, but
Um, I mean, I could see Moon Knight showing up in a Midnight Suns movie if that's a movie eventually.
yeah,
I could see Daredevil showing up in like a Spider-Man context, but not solo movies. Maybe Daredevil may be the exception only because of the fan base.
yeah. But what's it
But
called? I do think you will have. I guess to be careful how I say it. Depending on
huh?
Disney Plus projects.
For me, the phone kind of cut out, so I just heard Disney Plus projects.
Oh no, I was just saying like I do think movie characters will still pop up frequently in Disney Plus projects, depending on the project.
Yeah, I think because it'll help fans get to that
Yeah,
and want to watch it.
yeah. What's that sound? Jet turbine?
Okay, man.
Sorry.
You
Well,
should
hopefully it
Jay,
works.
dumbass fan.
It works against the Sentry. I guess we can just go ahead, start with Thunderbolts spoilers. The new Avengers. The first impressions, Geek. Let it rip, man.
Oh
Haven't heard
God,
your thoughts, so this is gonna be
you
fresh.
didn't watch my video?
I haven't seen it yet. No,
The fuck?
I'll watch it after.
Oh God. It's a great movie. I like pretty much. Okay, it's a good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. My favorite characters, my three favorite characters were Bob, Yelena, and Walker. I think the three of them were fantastic characters. Um, God, let me pull up my notes. I should have already had that open. Um, I think Lewis Pullman was perfect for Century. I could not see Steven Yeun doing this. He just was so good at it. He was so perfect for that depressed person vibe, which is such a weird thing to say, but like he nailed it. Um, the last post credit scene, which I know we'll talk about, but like that was insane, especially because like that was only filmed just a couple weeks ago. Um, it sucks that it was kind of spoiled in the credits if you paid attention.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I told you.
Uh, I saw that and I turned to Mandy and I was like, the fuck did that just say?
He said,
Um, I don't like we everybody knew Taskmaster was going to die, and I don't have a problem with that. I always just naturally assumed it was going to be Sentry, so that way Sentry could like show off its powers, or even the Void. Knowing how we know how Bob is, he definitely wouldn't have killed Taskmaster. I never thought it was going to be Ghost, and that surprised the hell out of me.
it was a cool way how she did though.
It was insane. Uh, I mean, yeah, I mean, I have thoughts about like what could come next and possibilities for the next, but I'll save that stuff like that for like the end.
Oh yeah, gay.
Oh man, I love this movie. Like the more and more I think about it, I love the team even more, and it's I I think my favorite characters were probably Bob, Yelena, and honestly, it's probably a toss up between Red Guardian or Walker. I love Red Guardian and Black Widow, and in here he was funnier, but then also that moment when Yelena was just letting everything out, and she's like, I like, and that's what I actually love about this movie. Like, yeah, it has its comedic moments, but damn, they got heavy with some of the what's it called? How would you say it? Like moments? I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, they did. They nailed that stuff.
yeah. Like they actually went hard, and like also everyone's acting in it was great too. Like, and I'm gonna be honest, it didn't even click to me when the Void showed him his whole thing, and when it snapped back, I didn't even realize he was about to jump. I didn't even notice that until after like it flipped. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, was he? Like, I sat up in my chair and I was like, was he about to jump? I was like, no. But I mean, like, everybody did their thing. Yeah, Lewis Pullman as basically three personalities, like a little bit like Oscar Isaac. He was Bob, then the Sentry, and then the Void. It's like, oh man.
And a chicken.
Oh yeah, and the chicken. He said I was on the map.
I was high on that.
Yeah, he said I was on. Yeah, like it was just a blast, and like yeah, it was a fun movie. Um, people say like Bucky needed more time. I'm glad we got more time spent with Yelena and all these other characters, and also I was telling Juan. Well, Juan had asked me, but I was telling him, I'm like, yeah, I don't like Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I loved Ghost here. I did not like her in that movie, but I loved her. I loved her here.
Yeah, she's funnier.
Yeah, she's funnier, and I mean, she also took out Taskmaster. Damn. Oh, and also that's another thing. The choreography in this movie was pretty good too.
Oh yeah,
Oh
their
yeah.
one shot with their fight again, not even a fight, their ass whooping that Century gave them.
Yeah,
That was so sexy.
And what did I tell you? The first fight scene where was it one is fighting the other and that one is fighting the other and then
yeah, yeah.
it
They're
was
all
so
fighting.
creative. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, like yeah, it was just a blast, and
I think J Money loves this movie.
oh yeah, I told you I'm contemplating on it being in my top 10.
Top 5.
Okay, not top 5, but top 10.
Top 6.
Shoot, maybe.
Also, or were you gonna say something else, Geek? Or
I was gonna say I might have to look at my list, but it's definitely like it's definitely up there like close to breaking that top 10.
Yeah. So like Jay and I assume like you, Geek, when they announced it, I was down with the idea. I know people were hating on it. Oh, it's their Suicide Squad. I'm like, yeah, cool. Bring it on. I really like the trailers, but the movie was fucking good. Had no business being this good. Like you guys have said, Yelena is great. Red Guardian. Uh, that scene though, that really, I think, at least the best thing with him, I think, is when we saw the shot of her going to the void and like he was like screaming her name and like they were holding him back. I was like, damn, David Harbour can fucking act his ass off. That tree was cool. The void, like the voice he had for void, like, and then that shot with him like punching the void and him just slowly turning and like that was a very cool one. I'm with you guys. I don't really care that Taskmaster died. My only thing is like why in the promotions I guess they had to do it because they announced her being part of it, but like they make it seem like she's in part of the team. So I'm like, probably shouldn't even done that. And Jay pointed out too. I forgot they did they photoshopped her in the
The
watchtower
Watchtower.
too. Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, huh. But what's it called Bucky was or not Winter Soldier, the Terminator. Freaking him, just freaking
Senator
yanking. Yeah,
Congressman Barnes, thank you very much.
yeah, freaking that with that rifle, like that, dude. Like he's trying to make amends and he's still working on that. But dude, he's still the Winter Soldier at the end of the day. And I'm like you said, Jay. I'm okay with the time we got. Like we've already gotten hell, we got a whole movie dedicated to him. So you know, I'm
And a
cool with
show.
it. Yeah, and a show and whatnot. Hell, he freaking caused the Avengers to fight. But what's it called? Oh yeah, you guys. I don't know. If you guys mentioned. I really liked her. I mean, she's still not one of my top 10 characters, but Fontaine. I thought she was
Oh,
pretty
I
good.
loved her.
Yeah, yeah. Also, it wasn't like a huge role, but it was important. I forgot the name of her assistant too.
Mel.
She was pretty good. I like the scene where Bucky was like, she was like, "Oh yeah, the Battle of New York. I was a teenager," and he was like, "Yeah, I was 90." Or what? That was so yeah. I don't know. Do you guys have or any like negatives?
The only negatives that I have that I brought up were again the whole Taskmaster thing. It wasn't terrible. It was just pointless. Then the credits. I don't like that. I don't. It's not I don't like it. It caught me so off guard that it spoiled it, and I was like, wait, huh? So that kind of is like if I had to say it's a con, that would be a con.
Yeah.
So, but that is like nitpicking though.
One thing, it's not even a nitpick for me. It's more so of a question. I guess like it'll get well. I know it'll get explored more. I was telling Jay's like, with the void, how exactly did they get to his room, and where were the other civilians? Like, it's more so like a question, but it's not really like a negative. But I guess we can find out in other projects too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I don't like. Jay, do you have anything bad to say or?
um, like thinking about it,
Pulls up
no.
an 80. I hate this movie.
Yeah. Like thinking about it, no, I really don't have like excuse me, any negatives. The only thing like I could like honestly think of that could even be a negative, and I like this would be like an excuse to someone. Why did they just work together so quickly? Like from when they was trying to kill each other, they was like really banking on Ghost helping them out. I feel like someone's gonna bring that up as like a negative. Like, why would they even work together when they're all sent there to die?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't care. Go with it or go with it, man. But like, yeah, I really don't even have a negative. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, what could really be a negative?
I will say too, and I was telling Jay, is realistically, if they all got in a fight, if it was a Taskmaster, someone else was gonna bite it regardless, because they're all trained killers pretty much. So,
Mm-hmm. It
Yeah.
wasn't gonna be no John Walker.
oh yeah.
I'll tell you that.
We can talk more about some good moments though. Like I was telling Jay the one that it was I think it was like after the one thing where they're trying to climb up before or after, which was great. That scene was funny too, but it was when he's like, I forgot what Bob said to him, or John Walker said something to him, and then Bob was like laughing, and then he's like, "Whoa, what's so funny?" He's like, "You're Captain America. You're an asshole, dude." And you can I agree with John Walker was great in this, and I like how Bucky just like freaking he was he was being a counselor pretty much. So that means like he kind of just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I know your wife let you, but that's no excuse or whatever." It's like, damn, he's really just throwing it down.
He's hammering it in.
Yeah, he put the hammer. He put the cookie down.
He put it. Well, one scene I really like, and I think I told you one. I I find it funnier and funnier every time I look back at it. She said, Junior Varsity Captain America," and you see his face. He's like, and he immediately reached for the gun, and Bucky had to stop him. I keep dying at it.
He's
She's
like,
a
"Whoa." He's
Junior
like,
Varsity.
"John."
Yeah, he's like, Walker. He had to stop her. He was ready to just start unloading.
One thing that I can't believe neither one of you have also brought up so far yet, before we wrap it up, the kid that got voided.
Oh,
Like
oh,
when the Void started voiding people, and the little girl gets. Like that is the
yikes!
second time in a theater I have said cursed audibly. The first was an Alien Romulus when I said what the fuck when the giant ass baby came out. And then this time I said, oh shit. Like yo, that was like terrifying.
Me and my brother looked at each other and started laughing. We was not expecting that. Like, no, you
Poor
are
Red Guardian.
safe.
He got his moment of glory, and then
He said, "You are safe, little one."
Damn, it's crazy. Think about it like this though, again, really quick again. They have the Winter Soldier, a Black Widow, and the Red Guardian. This is the Soviet Russia's or the Soviet Union's wet dream.
any other? I mean, you guys probably said this. The characters look great. Sentry, like I know we saw that Funko Pop of the like him and the Big Machine. Like he looks freaking like he just has that gravitas.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
the suits and the end credits, which we'll get into in a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, and I don't care what no one says. That Red Guardian suit is still fire. I like that Red Guardian suit.
I like John Walker's suit in this. Like it looks a little more beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the beard they gave him. I love that.
I just want to know why his shield's still a taco.
I was saying that to my brother. I was like, why is he just keeping it? Like,
About this is kind of related. They should make a popcorn bucket out of this.
a big ass taco holder. It's a shield.
Anything you guys want to add before we touch on the future?
Yelena! Don't go to the bar!
You know, it's a great movie that tackled really deep subjects, and you know, I think it's one of those rare cases that if it speaks to you, you deserve a hug.
Move
Because
over,
it's some deep shit.
Yeah.
Like drug abuse and all that stuff. Like
Suicide, all that kind of
yeah.
stuff. Drinking alcohol. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, talking about Red Guardians, like move over, Odin. Like this guy drove like halfway through the country to just like help his daughter out. It's dedication.
How many stops for gas did he take?
It's electric. You think he stops for gas?
That was cool when he was chugging that like alcohol, and then they're like he used it as a weapon. It's like nope.
Oh yeah, the Molotov.
Yeah, Molotov. I don't know why I forgot the name, but he just used it. And they're like, oh, okay, now you're useful or whatever.
And wait a minute, am I tripping, or did they even have the "Is that Bucky" line in the movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I'm trying to remember.
Oh no, I don't think so. I think what I'm thinking of was, yeah, Bucky, let's go.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because like I was just now thinking about that. I was like, wait, is that Bucky line in the movie? Because I remember in the trailer.
Dude, him with the rifle though, the way he flips that.
Yeah. Like there's just so many good things about this movie. And also the little hamster, the guinea pig. Love it when the bad guys aren't so bad.
Yeah, so I guess we can talk a bit of. Well, there was another news piece kind of relating to this, but where does this go from now? Well, actually, post credit scene. We got to get that out of the way. Geek, or two post credits.
Nobody cares about the first one.
It was funny,
I care about my Wheaties.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, what everybody came for is the fact that one, this takes place 13 months after Thunderbolts
14.
and 14. Okay, 14 months after Thunderbolts and Brave New World, and Sam's Avengers are trying to take the name back. Then you have the new Avengers, which I think that could lead to something post Secret Wars, but that's neither here nor there right now. And then we get the fucking Fantastic Four shit.
Like the Crisis in the Sky, they said.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh, the chair spoiled Thunderbolts. The chair spoiled Thunderbolts. Bitch, if that's the case, this fucking spoiled Fantastic Four. It spoiled Fantastic... Suck it. Mm.
Or is it actually Fantastic Four? Is it someone else? I'm kidding.
It's Doom.
Yeah. Some people have been saying, "Oh, it's probably Doom." It's like, I mean, if it has a Fantastic Four theme in it,
I mean, he could be on the ship because I mean, like, so
blackmailing them.
in my video that I did, that one you haven't watched.
Oh, did Jay see it?
Yes.
Oh,
What?
did you actually?
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit.
but in the video, in the Secret Wars comics, when the Ultimate Universe is being destroyed, they get on a, I think they call it a life raft, and that could easily be their version of the life raft, and it could just have whoever they could save from their universe. It could be that. It could be. I don't know. That I think that's probably the easiest option to go with. But
How do you guys feel about the new Avengers reveal? Like, some people say it was rushed. I mean, I thought it worked.
I think
Like,
it's fine.
in the context of the story. You know?
Yeah, no, I like it, and I had told you this one, even though they do have the name New Avengers, this is the Dark Avengers. I mean, it's the exact
Yeah,
lineup.
these are morally questionable people. So
Yeah, it's they are morally questionable people, and also the lineup is to a T. Well, not to a T because Red Guardian isn't there, but I mean John Walker, White Widow, Winter Soldier, Ghost, which I found out that she actually was a part of the Dark Avengers. I thought that was just an original thing. No, she was there for a couple issues, and then Sentry.
Just Bob. It's just Bob now, man. Come on.
Oh yeah, Bob. He
I,
did the
I was laughing so loud when they said the new Avengers and Bob will return.
yeah, and Bob.
I was so waiting for it to say the new Avengers and Fantastic Four will return. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
But
Of course, that's something. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say one thing that I would think that it could also lead to with the whole new Avengers name of it all is I would not be surprised if this could lead to like a potential Civil War II type thing where it pits the new Avengers against the Avengers. That would not shock me at all.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, depending on how Doomsday and Secret Wars go.
I think it's something DeFontaine would definitely do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I don't want him to kill me. Hey, plop.
And also,
When Yelena said we own you, but sorry, Jay, go on.
Oh no, you good. No, I was gonna say, and also I could see this. I remember I was telling you, Juan, I could see this being a bunch of different like branches of Avengers because I was like I was saying that one night, She-Hulk is in Cali, Wonder Man is in Cali, Vision has relations with Wonder Man, and when Wanda comes back, if she comes back before Doomsday, which she most likely will, they could easily set up West Coast Avengers.
Yeah.
And like it wouldn't even take that much because like I said, Wonder Man has relations with both Vision and Wanda. Vision and Wanda are core members of the West Coast Avengers. Will Wanda return? Wow. Will Wanda return? Will Wanda return in Wonder Man? I don't know, but I could see it like branching off into different Avengers now.
Hmm.
But we were having this conversation. I could see it too, but you brought up Geek a few days ago, or was it yesterday? Talking about exactly like post Secret Wars. How many teams will be in the MCU? So you got Avengers, got new Avengers, or it stays that way. Then you got the X-Men coming. You got Fantastic Four. Then Defenders, and then maybe Midnight Suns. Do you guys think it'll be too much? Does it matter?
I don't think it'll be too much. I think they'll nail it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Guardians, don't forget them. They're still.
That's right, they are.
I want to see Val try to fuck with Nick Fury. That would be funny.
I said you got your Avengers, I got the Avenger.
What was the thing Batman said to Waller in the animated series? Like, mine are bigger.
Oh yeah, I got big guns.
Yeah, I got the.
Oh yeah,
Where, Batman, you don't
that
know
that made me cackle.
this?
Oh, another question for you guys is like, who do you guys think could join? Like, assuming
Zemo.
Zemo.
Oh yeah.
I
I,
think Zemo is a very big key missing detail in
Yeah.
this.
you know, it just now hit me. Imagine if Val like finds a deal to strike with Thaddeus Ross to make
Mm,
him a new Avenger.
I could see that make it
yeah.
becoming an Avenger to get his career back on track. I could
Yeah,
see
like
that being a thing.
Yeah.
yeah, like it'll be like a little Bucky thing. You did bad things. That wasn't you. This could be your one chance to make it right, even though Val herself is not a right person. She's not.
Maybe Abomination is not Red Hulk.
Yeah. Shoot both.
I'd rather
Both.
have Red Hulk than Abomination.
True. He's just gonna be speaking in his normal voice. Yeah, who'd I be now? Like, get out of here.
He said, I don't want to fight you.
Yeah.
He fought the Hawk. He fought the Hawk.
Yeah. I think Red Hulk would give Sentry a tough time. Abomination. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, Red Hulk or
I don't think so.
well, who? I was talking with Jay. I want to ask you, Geek, personally. Who do you think could like give him a tough time, like in the MCU? Like who we have right now?
Thor and Scarlet Witch.
Bro, which maybe Adam Warlock.
He said Adam Warlock.
MCU Adam Warlock? No.
MC, okay.
No,
I was talking maybe Namor, but no.
No.
oh,
I think the only people right now, not counting other people, because obviously Galactus could probably handle him, but he's not technically out yet. I think it's Thor, Scarlet Witch, maybe Captain Marvel,
Oh yeah.
maybe Doctor Strange.
How about
But
OG Hulk?
maybe.
Maybe,
yeah. Maybe.
maybe
Nah,
OG
I love that
Abomination.
line. I love that line. He said, I'm a god." He said, "Who said anything about you being a god?" No, you said it yourself. I am stronger than all the Avengers put together, which Thor counts as a god, meaning the Avengers would contain a god.
Yep.
Is that not
Yeah.
right? He
What was
said, "Is
that
that?"
other line though? He said to her like, she's like, "Why didn't you kill him? Because they're not a threat to me."
Yeah,
Like,
they're not a threat.
Aura points.
Yeah, I mean, they really wasn't this man. He Red Guardian broke his knife on his nose.
bro, he's a real one though. Like, we're like, where did he go? And then he just freaking got sacrificed himself. But, but yeah, any other closing thoughts? Wheaties box. Punisher maybe joining Jay.
Oh no. Yeah.
I know you want that though.
Oh, I mean, I would love to see Punisher in anything,
Yeah.
but I mean, as an Avenger, nah.
I do personally. I think they'll revert back to Thunderbolts at some point.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
This time with Thunderbolt actually making the team.
Do you guys see them popping up in any other stuff, or do you think they're just gonna leave them for movies? I know we had a news talking about that. Like,
I
'cause I
think
think the
they're.
events will be referenced at the very least, like in Daredevil, maybe.
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, now we
Oh, I was
can.
just saying. I think.
Okay, my bad. I
Oh,
think they're now confirmed. I think they're good to be movie stars. I don't think they're reverting back.
makes me wonder what was Kingpin doing?
Voided.
Being mayor.
Hmm. He's talking
What was
about being a
Spider Man?
kid.
What was Spider Man doing? He's still on fraud watch.
Ooh, that
Now,
fucking rights. Like I want to see like Kingpin having a conversation with Val. Like, you think you can control them?
and it just hit me. If Spider Man was in New York when the Void happened, what did he see?
Uncle Ben. Right?
Probably.
I would say May.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
And you know, for like, I'm sorry, I just brought, I just remembered this. For everyone saying that, oh yeah, we should have seen what Bucky went through or what Ghost went through. We kind of did see that already.
Yeah. We
Like,
had two movies dedicated.
yeah, well, like with Ghost, we had her whole entire backstory in Ant-Man and the Wasp. We would be retreading old things, even
Yeah.
though it would be dope to see whatever Winter Soldier went through. But I mean, we already saw it.
Yeah. And the last thing I'll add, was the whole homework thing. I was telling Jay's like, you really don't really have to see Ant-Man and the Wasp for this, or I mean, Black Widow would help, understand Yelena and Red Guardian more, but you don't really have to. You just get the idea. Hey, they're just fucked up people, good fucked up people, but and you got a fucked up woman trying to fuck them up even more.
Yeah.
He's out of line, but he's right.
That
Yeah.
tracks.
So, unless any other closing thoughts?
I got
Nope.
nothing.
Yeah, me neither.
Uh, Something slightly related. Jake Schreier,
Schreier.
Schreier, reported today actually by Deadline. He's in talks to direct X-Men. Geek, what do you think after seeing Thunderbolts, especially?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think he did a good job with Thunderbolts. I think he could do a good job with X-Men. I would not be opposed to watching it.
Jay,
I mean, if he could somehow still bring that feeling of just random people meeting together in one area and then making a team, I'm open to that. Or just have a bunch of mutants. Hey, I know someone who could help you, man.
agreed. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And
Oh,
best
and
part of this movie, character dynamics. So
yeah, and also if they want to go deep into the whole racism route, you know how people are messing with mutants. Maybe he could tackle that. Maybe he could. Who knows?
tackle Magneto's trauma.
Oh yeah. So
I think he would nail that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Wolverine, man.
Yeah, I was about to say tackle Logan's as well.
Logan.
Logan.
But yeah, we're on board here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Um, anything? Oh, Peacemaker season 2 trailer tomorrow. That'll be cool.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes. But because we got it all right.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
do we want to talk about that rumor that Anthony Sam Wilson built his Avengers off screen? Like, dude.
I mean, it makes sense. Time goes on.
Yeah.
It's been 14 months since he said he was going to form the Avengers. Do you not think he's formed the Avengers that fast?
Yeah. He already had the member in front of him.
I like the fact that he said like, "Did you talk with Sam about this?" Yeah, didn't end well.
Yeah. We're not on speaking terms.
They're cool. They're bros.
For lifer.
I want to see though. They said something about going to court. Like that'd be a good way to have just Matt be there. Like, what do I do now? Curious, like though, who? Well, I guess we'll find out. Seems like obviously who he got there exactly. Sam Wilson on his Avengers.
Yes, we will find out.
Yeah. But I'll say that post credit scene got me more hyped for Fantastic Four.
Just a few more weeks.
Yeah.
Technically, kinda.
Summer season.
2 months.
2 years.
Yo, that'll be crazy. Kids still wait.
But it's a good thing you guys brought up the whole, or Jay, I think it was you brought up the whole like what's it called reshuffling, redoing the projects. Like people are like saying, oh, Daredevil is screwed, Thunderbolts is screwed, Captain America screwed. I'm like, they've all been bangers.
Yeah, or they have been smacking. They locked in. They locked in for real.
Mm-hmm.
Just one last thing. What would be a score you'd give Thunderbolts immediately? I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10.
I'll go next. I gave it an 8.5.
Okay.
I'm pretty set there. That's my initial reaction. That's my reaction after the day. So yeah, 8.5.
Uh, Either 8 to a 9 is it's in that ballpark.
So 8.5.
Yeah.
See, like that's what I'm saying. It could be an 8.8.
8.9.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it could be an 8.8, 8.6, 8.4. Who knows? You don't.
Another question. How much do you guys think this will make overall? What's it at
I
right
know
now?
that I know it had a really high jump over the weekend after changing its name to New Avengers. Like it was like a really high jump. Um, I would say maybe I could see in the 800 and 900 million. I don't think it's a $1 billion movie. I think the $1 billion movies are all in July.
Yeah.
So I saw it right now. Right now it's 177 million.
Yeah. And that's just domestically, right? Not global.
That's global. Yeah. That's a budget of 180, so that's not too bad. Well, but yeah, guess that'll do it. Uh, Geek, where can the people find you?
You guys can find me over at the Geek Takeover or going to a Post Malone concert this weekend.
Oh, which I will watch your Geek Takeover stuff. Catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm required, guys. He'll dislike. Jay.
Oh.
Okay. Follow me if
You
want to
guys can
everywhere.
follow me on Twitch at jmoneydeadg. And yeah.
This is the second time he's done this. Quanto, just anywhere. Superior HQ, I'm just chilling. Follow them on their socials. Yeah, I don't. Should we fire him?
Possibly. We'll see.
Okay. But yeah, you guys. Well,
I got voided.
I already did your outro for you, so it's okay.
Thank you, bro.
now do geeks.
Um, you can follow me on Instagram at the legendary _ Freeman. I forgot the
98.
numbers. 998. Yeah, there we go. Or you can follow me on subscribe at the Geek Takeover on YouTube and watch the review like I did and not Juan.
Damn, you got me back. Raven. But yeah, trivia next week. Peacemaker, all the fun stuff. But catch you guys next time.
Peace.
Have a good one.
Mm-hmm.